Hey troops, it's me, Big Fat Socialist. I've been sleeping at my desk for the last 3 weeks because the world is terrible. I'm going to tell you a story about burnout, artistic integrity, and why I've had to take down 4 episodes of what was rapidly becoming my new favourite series. So some of you might remember the whole UMG TikTok spat and how that resulted in me having to private the entirety of my series The Immersion Breakers because of my repeated and ubiquitous use of a particular section of Carmina Burana by Karl Orff, the rights to which are not in the public domain and which I did not own. After that, I promised myself that any particularly serialized content that I would make in future for this platform and others would be made entirely using royalty-free, non-attribution assets so as to avoid a scenario where I'd have to take down an entire playlist. And I found this nice industrial electronica piece that I particularly wanted to use a segment of for the intro to Hunter Survival Guide. I uploaded up to episode 3 on YouTube and TikTok with no issues raised in terms of copyright, and then I got multiple copyright strikes on TikTok for attempting to upload episode 4. It was only on the second upload attempt that I realised the disputed sound under original sound was actually the music snippet that I used for the intro section. I did a deep dive, managed to find what I assumed to be the original creator's profile page and website on Pixabay, saw that it was an attribution license and was getting ready to pull out my wallet and write an apology email, until I noticed a bunch of AI-generated slop images on this person's account. Now at this point, I have a problem, because my studio, We Red Shed Productions, refuses to use AI-generative artworks of any kind and refuses to work with artists that use them. Because people who rely on using generative AI tools to produce creative works are not creative. Pay humans! If I hadn't seen those images, I would have been happy to pay this person in order to continue using that work with attribution. But I don't think it's a stretch to assume that someone who is willing to use generative AI to produce a YouTube thumbnail or an album cover probably is willing to cut corners when it comes to music production. And because the earliest version of this music was uploaded in 2023, I simply can't guarantee that this is someone's legitimate creative original work or some slop that was put together on Suno that has duped me. And because I refuse to have my works, which I've carefully edited, scripted, and costumed, be associated with someone who uses generative AI, the entire playlist needs to come down. So if you don't see any new uploads in the next couple of weeks, that's why. And can I just say, I really want to thank my fans for continuing to support me and what I do. And if there is one takeaway from this, in a world of generative AI and corporations constantly trying to devalue creative people, pay artists. That's all for now. I'll see you in a bit.